Thank you for waiting, David. Good morning once again. In the previous class, we discussed about how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide rational numbers.
Yes, sir. My voice is low. I'm not using headphones, sir, because doctor said to not use headphones.
Is my voice clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just a moment.
Okay.
Is this now better?
Yes, sir. This is okay.
Okay, correct. So we also discussed about properties of rational numbers, properties of addition of rational numbers, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right?
Yes, sir.
And in today's class, we have to discuss about how to represent a number line on the how to represent a rational number on the number line.
Okay, sir.
Yes. For example, let's take a positive rational number 3 by 4. Represent 3 by 4 on the number line. Suppose this is our question and we have to represent this rational number on the number line. What is the method? Let us first see a normal number line. How does it look like? We simply draw a line having arrow marks both sides. Take 0 somewhere. In most of the cases, in a general case, we take it in the middle. On the right side of 0, we take positive numbers 1, 2, 3. On the left side of 0, we have negative numbers -1, -2, -3. So these are the integers we have shown on the number line. Now the time is to show a rational number on the number line. How we can show 3 by 4 on the number line? Before we do something on the number line, we need to check 3 by 4 lies between which two integers. 3 by 4 lies between which two integers?
Okay, sir.
Can you tell me if it is proper rational number or improper rational number? Is it proper or improper? Do you have any idea?
It's improper, sir.
Do you know any logic or just making any word?
Yes, sir. I have logic.
That's very good. Can you tell me that logic?
Yes, sir. In the numerator, there is 3, sir. It's more than 1, sir. Because it's more than 1, sir. That
Numerator is 3, which is more than 1. Okay, so
that's why it's an improper fraction, sir.
so how do you identify improper and proper? Do you identify? Do you know any definition for that?
Yes, sir. Improper fraction is improper fraction should be more than 1, sir. Proper fraction should be between 0 and 1, sir.
And you said this is improper, right?
Yes, sir.
You did not say the definition of improper and proper. It's very sad to hear from you this type of response. You have studied this thing in case of fraction. Very poor performance. Proper rational number when numerator is smaller than denominator. And it is improper when it is opposite, numerator greater than denominator. You have very poor memory. Numerator is smaller than denominator, then it is proper fraction, and proper fraction is always proper fraction or proper rational number. Proper rational number is always between 0 and 1. Improper, numerator is greater than denominator, so improper is always greater than 1. Since numerator is smaller than denominator, so it is a proper fraction. Proper rational number. And since it is proper rational number, so between 0 and 1. So first of all, we have to identify our rational number, if it is proper or improper. If it is proper, that means between 0 and 1. So this rational number lies between 0 and 1 here, nowhere else. Now the time is to show 3/4 on the number line. We have to look at the denominator. Denominator is 4. Three by 4 means 3 out of 4. Means we will need 4 pieces total, out of which we will take up 3. So let us divide the distance between 0 and 1 in 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3. I need to make 3 cuts only, and it has now become 4 pieces between 0 and 1. The first piece represents 1 out of 4. Second one represents 2 out of 4, that is also 1 by 2. Third point represents 3 out of 4. If we move from 0 to first point, that means this distance is 1 by 4. If we move from 0 to second point, this is 2 by 4. 0 to third point, it is 3 by 4. And 0 to this is 1. That is 4 by 4. This is how we divide the rational numbers. We need to show 3 by 4, and here it is. We will highlight this point, name it as A, and write the statement. Point A shows 3 by 4. Answer done. You performed like you have very poor memory and you don't care what was taught to you. If you have any question, you can ask.
No, you can give me questions, sir. Sir, you can give me questions. Hello, sir. Sir, can you hear me? You can give me like this. You can give me questions, sir.
You did not respond on that. Are you in the class?
Yes, sir. I said I have no questions, sir.
Are you in the class?
Yes, sir. I said I have no question. I said I have no question, sir.
No question. That means you didn't get anything. You wasted the time.
Last week I got question, sir.
Try this question and prove that you have got it. You have no question.
Okay, sir. I will do it on 20th. I have no question.
Did you send?
No, that I'm doing on paint, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Okay, leave it.
Sir, I'm sending. Sir, I'm done, sir. I'm sending.
1/5 is a proper fraction, so it is greater than 0 and lesser than 1, between 0 and 1. So I have to take the two integers 0 and 1. I am taking 0 here, and before I take somewhere 1, I will make 5 equal parts, and the fifth point will be 1. 5 equal parts because denominator is 5. So make 5 points here after 0. It is positive rational number, so it will be on the right side. First point, second point, third point, fourth point, and now the fifth point. Fifth point will represent 1. The first point is 1/5. Second one is 2/5. Third point 3/5. This is 4/5. And fifth point means 5/5. That means 1. So no need to write 5/5. We have to show 1/5. So we'll highlight this point here. Name with the help of any English alphabet letter in capital like A, and write here point A shows 1/5. This is done.
Sir, mine also that's same, sir. Mine also that's only, sir. But you did not give me time. Sir.
Now let us take a rational number which is improper more than 1. So 37/3 on the number line. 37/3. As we can see here, numerator is greater than 3. So it is an improper rational number, or fraction also can be used here. Since numerator is greater than denominator, so it is improper rational number. Improper rational number. Improper rational number means always greater than 1. 37/3 is equal to, let us change it into mixed fraction. We want to know between which two integers this rational number lies. What are the two integers between which this rational number lie? So for that we have to change it into mixed fraction. We know that 12 3s are 36 and this is 37. So just one more than multiple of 3. So 12 and 1/3. You can do the long division also. You can divide 37/3. 3 1s are 3, 0, 7 came. Now 3 2s are 6, 1 remainder. So 12 as a whole number here, 1 as a numerator, and divisor 3 as the denominator. This is how we change it into mixed fraction. It is 12 and 1/3, means 12 plus 1/3. 12 plus 1/3. More than 12. How much more than 12? 1/3.
Yeah.
That means 37 by 3 is more than 12 but lesser than 13. This is how we got to know the given rational number lies between the two integers 12 and 13. So on the number line also, between 12 and 13 we can show this. Now we'll take the number line. We don't need to show all the integers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 because we know this lies between 12 and 13. So just 12, and since denominator is 3, so we have to divide the distance between 12 and 13 into 3 equal parts. Before we take 13 somewhere, we need to fix the points here. The third point will be 1. 1, 2, 3. The third point is 1. After 12 and 13, between 12 and 13 we have 3 segments. First segment, second segment and third segment. 3 segments. The first point after 12 represents 1 by 3. We can say 12 and 1 by 3 because 12 is already there, extra 1 by 3, so 12 and 1 by 3. This point 12 is already here and extra 2 by 3, it's 12 2 by 3. What does that mean? That means we have 0 somewhere, so we already have traveled 12 units from 0. We already have traveled 12 units from 0 and extra 1 by 3 till this point. So this is 12 and 1 by 3. Similarly, this point 0 to 12 is already traveled and extra this distance, this is 2 by 3. So 12 and 2 by 3. This is the idea. We need to show here 12 and 1 by 3. 37 by 3 means 12 and 1 by 3. So this is our required point. We'll highlight this with any letter A, B, P, Q, R, etc. whatever. I'm writing P there and then write the statement. Point P shows 37 by 3, the rational number that was given. Answer done. If any doubt, you can let me know. Any question?
No, sir.
So here we have studied about improper rational number, how to show improper rational number. Now try this question.
Sir, I
Show
am doing on time, sir. A person
25 by 4.
can you give some time?
On the number line. Now try this question and you have to submit it within 3 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Submit quickly. I'm waiting.
Okay, sir, I'm doing all these things.
It's almost done. Almost 3 minutes.
Yes, sir. 1 second, sir. I'm also almost done.
Well,
Sir, I'm also almost done, sir.
25 by 4. So we see this is improper. Numerator is greater than denominator. So 25 by 4 is an improper fraction. This is more than 1. But we still need to know between which two integers this lies. Between which two integers this rational number lie. To know that, we have to change it into mixed fraction, mixed rational number. 25 by 4. If we divide it, 4 6 the 24. So it's 6 and more than just 1 more than 24. So 1 is remainder, 6 and 1 by 4 is the mixed rational number for it. That means 6 plus 1 by 4. That means 6 plus 1 by 4. 6 and something more. 6 and 1 by 4. So it is clearly between 6 and 7. More than 6, less than 7. 25 by 4 is greater than 6, lesser than 7. So now let's draw the number line. Let us take 6 somewhere, for example here. What does that mean? We have taken 6 here. What is the meaning of this? Meaning is that we already have traveled 6 units. When we reached it, we reached here, means we traveled 6 units from 0. So somewhere 0 is there. 0 to this point we have already traveled 6 units. This is the meaning of taking 6 on the number line. We have to travel something more. How much more? Can you guess?
3 more. 4 more.
Very poor. It is written on the board and you can't read it. Very poor. It is visible here, 6 plus 1 by 4. 6 is already there, now 1 by 4 more. Denominator is 4. That means we have to take 4 parts from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fourth point will be the next number 7. Because 1 unit traveled more. Now the first point is representing 1 by 4, second point representing 2 by 4, third point 3 by 4. What does that mean? We have made total 4 pieces. 4 pieces. If we take one of them, that means we have taken one part, one piece out of 4. That's why it is 1 by 4. If we take this part from here to here, that means we have taken 2 parts out of 4. That's why it is 2 by 4. If we travel from here to here, that means we have taken 3 parts out of 4. That's why this point represents 3 by 4. And since we have already traveled 6 units, so 6 also will come with them. This point is representing 6 and 1 by 4. 6 units is already traveled, 1 by 4 more, so 6 and 1 by 4. Next point is 6 and 2 by 4. 6 units already traveled from 0 and 2 by 4 more. That's why 6 and 2 by 4. This point represents 6 and 3 by 4. We need 6 and 1 by 4. This is the first point. Let us highlight this with the name P and mention here point P shows 25 by 4. I hope you have no question.
Sir, I was doing on pencil when sending it took time, sir. It takes time.
Okay. So you don't have any question. Next is negative rational numbers. Now we are going to take a negative rational number. I'll show one of them to you and then there will be a question for you. So minus 5 by 6 on the number line. How to show it? To do this question, let us first understand if it was positive 5 by 6 to show on the number line, how we could do it. 5 by 6, since numerator is smaller, that means it is between 0 and 1. If it is between 0 and 1, the idea is like this. We have to take 0 first, the smaller one, and since the denominator is 6, so we have to take 6 equal parts and the sixth point will be the next number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth point is the next number, next integer 1. So total how many parts we made here between 0 and 1? 6 parts. The first part, if we take the distance between 0 and first point, means we are taking one part of total 6. That's why it is 1 by 6. This point is the second point. If we take this distance 0 to this second point, that means we are taking 2 parts out of 6. 2 parts out of 6. So it became 2 by 6. Similarly, this is 3 by 6, also 1 by 2, 4 by 6, and then 5 by 6. Well, so if we have to show 5 by 6 on the number line, here it is. Let us call it point P. But in our question, we need to show negative rational number, negative 5 by 6. That means we don't have to go to the right side, instead we have to go to the left side, but distance will be same. Just like if it is 0 here, you travel 1 unit to the right side, 1 unit distance to the right side, the number 1 comes. If you travel same distance on the left side, you reach at a number -1. This is the idea. The distance you travel on the right side, you reach at that number equal to that distance. Number 1 reached, that means you traveled 1 unit. Same distance traveled on the left side, 1 unit distance, that means you reached at -1. Same idea will be here. From 0 to this point, you traveled 5/6 units distance and you reached at the number 5/6. You have to travel the same distance on the left side, 5/6 units, and you will reach at -5/6 on the number line. Simple idea. Okay, this was the idea to understand. This is not the answer because this is positive. We have to show negative. Now we will apply this idea to do our question. If we ignore the minus sign, we look at 5/6. That is a proper fraction. Means between 0 and 1. 5/6 is between 0 and 1. Here it is 0, here it is 1. Between 0 and 1, we have 5/6. Similarly, if we need -5/6, it should be 0 and -1, between which we can find it. -5/6. So 0 and -1. We got to know between which two integers this lies. -5/6 lies, it is lesser than 0, greater than -1. Draw the number line. Take 0 somewhere or take -1 somewhere, the smaller one. Denominator is 6, so make 6 segments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Sixth point will show the next integer on the right side. This is -1, so next integer is 0. Now, since counting starts from 0, we have to move from 0 to this. So from 0, this distance, it is -1/6. 0 to this, we have taken 2 segments, so -2/6. 0 to this, we have taken 3 segments, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's a -3/6. Also can be said -1/2. 0 to this, we have taken total 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 segments, so it is -4/6. 0 to this means we have taken 5 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's -5/6. And this is the required number we have to show. So let us highlight with the help of a letter in capital like P, and right below point P shows -5/6. Done. Any questions?
No, sir.
You never have a question and never have any answer.
Sir,
That's very disappointing. But you will say something, I know. You didn't submit any answer. And you never had any question. So, minus 7 by 11 on the number line. Try your best.
okay.
You have to submit it in 3 minutes. Within 3 minutes. 2 minutes for solution, 1 minute for submission. Well, time
Sir,
over.
just 1 more minute, sir. Sir, just 1 more minute.
Minus 7 by 11. If we ignore the minus sign, it is 7 by 11. That means proper rational number, or we can say proper fraction as well, which is between 0 and 1. But since it is negative, so it is between minus 1 and 0. Left side minus 1, right side 0, and between them we have this rational number. So let's take 0 and minus 1. Better to start with 0, not with minus 1. So let's take 0 somewhere. And on the left side of 0, we need total 11 points, remember. Total 11 points. 0 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need to make sure that these points are taken at the equal intervals, equal distances. This 11th point is representing -1. Now between 0 and -1 we have got total 11 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Total 11 parts. The first point after 0 on the left side is -1 by 11. Then it is -2 by 11, -3 by 11, -4 by 11, -5 by 11, -6 by 11, -7 by 11, -8 by 11, -9 by 11, -10 by 11, -11 by 11, that is nothing but -1 itself. So no need to write this because -1 is already written here. We need to show -7 by 11. Here it is. Highlight that, name it using capital letter like P. Write the statement. Point P shows -7 by 11 and that's the answer. If any question you can let me know.
Sir, can you also repeat the point? No question, sir. No question, sir.
Represent -39 by 5 on the number line. You have 3 minutes to submit the answer.
Sir, I could not do this question, sir. Sir, I could not do this question. Sir, can you hear me?
Okay. See here now. 39 by 5. Numerator is greater if we ignore the negative sign. Then numerator is greater and it's improper. Improper rational number. 39 by 5. 5 7 ja 35. So 7 can be taken as the whole number, and this is 4 more than 35. 5 7 ja 35 and it's 4 more. So 4 is remaining. 7 and 4 by 5. That means 7 plus 4 by 5. This is the idea for the positive one, but we have negative one. So what to do? It will be negative 39 by 5 means negative 7 and 4 by 5. That means negative 7 and negative 4 by 5. Negative 7 means we have to travel 7 units on the left side of 0. Suppose we take 0 here, we have to travel minus 7, that means 7 units on the left side here. So 0 to minus 7 is total minus 7, that means 7 units distance. But we don't need to show all these, we will show just the required integers. We have to find out between which two integers our number lies. This is on the left side of minus 7 and right side of minus 8. Minus 39 by 8, 5 is greater than minus 8, lesser than minus 7. The number which is greater is minus 7. Let's take minus 7 here, and minus 8 is somewhere in this direction. We have to make total 5 segments, 5 parts between the distance minus 7 and minus 8. So let's take 5 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. The fifth point will be the another integer minus 8. Minus 7, counting will start from here. Why? Because 0 is somewhere in this direction, and counting always starts from 0. That's why. So this point is minus 1 by 5. Actually minus 7 is already traveled, so we can write minus 7 and 1 by 5. Minus 7 and 1 by 5. This is minus 7 and 2 by 5. This is minus 7 and 3 by 5. This is minus 7 and 4 by 5. This is minus 7 and 5 by 5. And you know 5 by 5 is 1. So it is minus 8. No need to write this, just for understanding. Now our number minus 7 and 4 by 5 lies here. Let us highlight with point P and write the statement. Point P represents minus 39 by 5, or you can say minus 7 and 4 by 5, that's the same thing, but we prefer to write the original one, minus 39 by 5, in our final answer. That's it. Any questions?
Sir, I will come in 1 minute. Sir, I will come in 1 minute.
Okay, so this was our last question for today. Maths class ends here. We have science class also. So take a
Yes,
5
sir.
minutes break and join back for science class after 5 minutes.
Okay, sir.